Howdy YouTube. Uh, so this video is going to be about something I'm sort of new to the game on, and that's the concept of Ray having psychometry. So, and does it save her character? Does it make her character, in my opinion, acceptable to be as powerful as she is, as quickly as she is? So first thing, psychometry is a force ability that actually, fun fact, it's a real thing people claim to have to where they can touch objects and yeah. So in Star Wars canon, what psychometry is, and I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, is the force ability to touch something and be able to sense its past, maybe some emotions through it, and people who've interacted with it. That's it. You don't gain any else from it except for you can maybe track someone like Quinlan Voss does in the Clone Wars episodes. But I guess what this little rant will be about is, does Rey having psychometry explain her character well enough to make it okay again? And what I mean by okay again is I was fine with her in The Force Awakens. I was even okay with her defeating Kylo at the end because you can sort of, you shouldn't have to, but you can sort of explain like the dude got shot by a bowcaster, and I don't want to do the whole, oh, he just killed his dad emotion stuff, but just physically the dude shot by a bowcaster and he was bleeding heavily. But you lost me in The Last Jedi when she does a Force high five with someone who's not even technically physically there. I guess maybe he is, but yeah. And all of a sudden you've now learned all of his like training, and not only like learned it or seen it, but like absorbed it. Like you're just as trained as he is now. Magic, I should say magically, but through the Force, you're just as magically trained as he is. It completely lost me, and so the idea of, if she has psychometry, which again, it actually hasn't been like explained outright, like, yeah, this is a force power she has. A lot of people, and I'm real late to the game, but a lot of people have assumed she has it because it actually fits with what happens in The Force Awakens when she grabs the lightsaber for the first time and she has the flashback to Cloud City. Doesn't really explain the whole like force vision of Kylo Ren, unless of course that was, I don't know. I don't know how the lightsaber itself, the object itself, has anything to do with it. But some people have said she has psychometry, and that now some people have said she has a variant, so to speak, of psychometry, where now not only can she see an object's past or something, she can also absorb that training, that knowledge, and not just absorb it, but immediately be able to turn around and implement it in the same way like Neo uploaded karate or kung fu or whatever and just knew it, right? And it's like, if, and this is a conversation me and someone on Instagram kind of got into, is if they had done that in the movies, would they have been able to make her powerful, make her be able to go toe-to-toe with Praetorian guards and even beat them quicker than Kylo Ren beats his guards, and then help Kylo Ren? Like, would that have been easier on the palate, knowing like she has this force ability so it can somewhat explain it? Short answer, no. To me, it still doesn't save her character. Keep in mind, I'm open-minded about episode 9. I'm not writing it off. I'm not saying I hate Star Wars, none of that. I'm not even saying I outright hate the sequels. I like 7. 8, there's just too much about it, but that's another story. You don't have to like every single movie to love the galaxy. But I think that what they could have done, if they have psychometry, which unfortunately nobody in charge has come out and said like, yes, this is a force power she has, you could have saved it a little by essentially, this is how I would have done it, to state that she has this power. What I would have simply done was have her, when she shows up in 8, have her either display it for Luke, accidentally, intentionally, however you wanted to do it, and have Luke be amazed that she has this power, and then explain to her what this power is and that she has a very strong, rare variant of it or something. Or have Luke realize without her doing it that she has this power and training her to use it, and then she uses it on Kylo Ren intentionally. That's something that I feel like that's how I would have accepted it better, so to speak. Because to me, Rey as a character just hasn't faced the hero's journey. I mean, you can talk about emotions all you want, but like, she hasn't lost. Like, she just plain hasn't lost. Every fight she's been in, she's been the victor. And I'm not saying I guess I am saying, at some point the hero has to lose for the inevitable win to matter more. So it's like, if in 9, she just comes out and kicks ass even more, and there's no equal growth on the other side or anything, or even exposition explaining, like, again, hey, she has this force power that she learns quicker than everyone else or something like that, then to me, it's just like, come on. Like, even Anakin wasn't just magically the best and could defeat everyone. And Luke was far from that too. And so it's like, and by the way, for anybody who's about to say Dagobah, the timeline in episode 5 is kind of out of whack. Luke was on Dagobah for like 6 months. Okay? Well, it's a debate. Between 3 and 6 months. But he wasn't on there for like 3 days, like the movie kind of makes it look like. Which, hey, look, there's an example right there. These movies aren't always the best at explaining themselves, right? But one of the biggest things is, we shouldn't, as a fan base, we shouldn't have to create variants on force powers to explain a character's place in the movie. We shouldn't have to say, oh, she has a variant of psychometry where she can magically, I keep saying magically, like through the force, just absorb all your training, and she can immediately fight like you can. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike that force power even. That's a pretty unique force power. But I still think the implementation of it would be a little like, maybe she doesn't learn like, because I would put, me personally, Kylo Ren at like Jedi Knight caliber strength and abilities, right? Not the best, maybe Jedi Knight, but a Jedi Knight nonetheless. So it's like, okay, you're telling me that she is new to the Force, and then I'm a Jedi Knight. I'm just not okay with that. So, very long rant made short. Does Rey having psychometry make her a worthwhile character? No, it just doesn't. I don't know what they're going to do to save her as far as like her character, in my eyes in Star Wars, but I'm so tired of her automatically winning, and I shouldn't have to create a force power to explain that. I mean, I get every, especially the original trilogy had plot holes that we as fans went back later on and kind of filled them in with our own stories of like, oh, hey, I mean, hell, freaking Han Solo's talking about he ran the Kessel Run in 14 parsecs. And it's like, was it 14? God damn it, now I'm losing my damn mind. And that's a measure of distance. So I remember like one of the original theories was, before Disney bought it, like he did the Kessel Run, but he ran next to a black hole. So it actually like warped time and space, and so he made it a shorter distance by doing the black hole. That was like one of the original storylines for why. And it's like, yeah, that's a movie mistake, and we as fans, and then Lucasfilm and all them created a reason to where no, it's not a mistake. But this isn't like a scene mistake or a sentence explanation or anything like that, or a timeline miscalculation. Like I said about like the Dagobah training. This is straight up your main freaking protagonist. This is your main force user on the light side. And we as fans are having to explain her immense power and her very quick rise to it. And it's like, I'm just not okay with that. So, sorry for the long rant. Hope y'all having a good one.